Homeowner associations, condominiums, and cooperatives all have a fiduciary responsibility to protect and improve the appearance and value of the property they own. To accomplish this, it is imperative that every association develops and follows a financial plan that provides the necessary resources. All associations must have an operating budget to manage the daily expenses of their associations. Generally, the association's treasurer coordinates the development of the budget among the property manager, financial committee, and board of directors. The purpose of the operating budget is to manage the community's expenses for maintenance, repairs, capital improvements, and projected reserves. Budgets primarily comprise three components: income, operating expenses, and capital improvements/reserve expenses. A community's income primarily comes from monthly assessments paid by homeowners. The duty of the board of directors is to ascertain what its costs will be and then to set the annual assessments at a level that will cover costs. Costs include operating expenses and capital improvement needs. The board should also establish and fund a capital reserve or replacement fund. This effort starts with an inventory of the common community assets, including playgrounds, streets, pools, interior spaces, roofs, utilities, etc. These commonly owned assets require periodic replacement or major renovation using funds from the Capital Reserve Fund. The goal of the Capital Reserve Fund is to plan ahead for repairs and replacements so that the money for the repairs is on hand when needed. The best way to plan the reserve fund is to have a reserve study performed every 5 years or so. Most associations hire financial professionals to perform a reserve study. The study includes an assessment of that community's capital assets and proposes a reserve fund plan. The plan provides an overview of the condition of the community assets, as well as a financial plan to accumulate the necessary funds. As part of its annual budget, associations should target the amount of funds in the reserve plan to meet the projected future obligations and include that in the annual assessments. This Capital Reserve Fund also serves as an information tool for the owners in the community so that they can be aware of the assets they collectively own. This can assure them that the association has funds in place to preserve and enhance those assets. A Capital Reserve Fund also provides a convenient mechanism for the Board of Directors, with community approval, to identify and plan other community improvements.